So not only will you not be getting food stamps November 1st, but if you have any food stamps left on your card November 1st, you will not be able to use them. If you don't believe me, search it up yourself. But if you have food stamps on your card, please spend them before November 1st because you will not be able to use your card and you will not be able to spend those food stamps. So if you're one of those moms that budgets your food stamps, you spend half, however you do it, and you have some left over before you get your next month benefits, spend it. Because come November 1st, you will not be able to use those food stamps. Me, I don't get food stamps. But the people that do, y'all, spend your food stamps, okay? You're not going to be able to use them. Don't sit around waiting to see, if it's true. No. Do your own research. Go on your states, how you apply for food stamps, how you recertify. Go on that page. Read. Get the information yourself. Don't trust my information. Get your own information. But I'm telling you, if you have food stamps left over on November 1st, you will not be able to use them. Do with that as you please.
I usually mind my business, but they sending out the notification today that you have 1 week to use your EBT card, SNAP benefits card, or whatever, SNAP cash. As of November 1st, the cards will be cut off, okay? They are also saying that if you have money on the cards and you do not spend it before November 1st, you will be asked out. Spend that shit. Okay? Go get y'all food. Go get y'all shit now. Whatever you got from this month. And if you keep it, stashed it to roll over, whatever you did, that's cool. But spend it before the 1st because they are cutting off the cards. The card itself will not work. So, with that being said, it's going to be a lot of people suffering behind these politicians playing with people's livelihood for power and control and for whatever agendas they feel like is doing it. But I just pray that, our people make it through this hard time. Like, bro, this is going to be crazy. A lot of people depend on these food stamps a lot to survive. And it's like they're leveraging people's survival for them to play fucking games with each other. Like, bruh, this shit is ass. But I just wanted to let y'all know that spend those EBT cards now, before the 1st, because the cards will be cut off, completely shut off.
You know what's absolutely insane is with the government shutdown, they still expect people to come to work without getting paid. Yes, they're going to get back paid, but how do they expect people to pay for gas to get to work, food during the day, and all the other things? Like, yes, it's nice that they're going to back pay them, but how do they survive without a paycheck? And the new update is that it could possibly be till the end of the year. How in the world is our government getting away with this? If this government shutdown is affecting you and your family like it is my family, I feel for you and I'm so sorry, and I'm just praying that things change soon.
So I know by now y'all have heard about the SNAP benefits, right? Well, if you haven't and you receive food stamps or you know someone who does, the king does not give two shits about the people. So the government shutdown that they keep trying to blame on the Democrats. Well, if the government is not reopened by the 27th, I believe, you will not be receiving SNAP benefits for the month of November. Yes, as the weather gets cold and it gets naturally harder to survive, the only next logical step is to starve the hungry, correct? I want you to watch this clip real quick of some bitch talking about allowing the shutdown to continue.
Do you feel any urgency to end the shutdown in the next week, 2 weeks, or would you be fine if it stretches into November and then toward the holidays with folks not getting paid?
Here's what's happening in the shutdown, though. Honestly, can I put it in plain words for you? And you're a smart guy, so you all understand, but a lot of people don't. The Democrats are getting killed on the shutdown because we're closing up programs that are Democrat programs that we were opposed to. So we're being able, and they're never going to come back in many cases. So we're being able to do things that we were unable to do before. So we're closing up programs that are Democrat programs that we wanted to close up or that we never wanted to happen, and now we're closing them up. and we're not going to let them come back. The Democrats are getting killed. And we're going to have a list of them on Friday, closing up some of the most egregious, socialist, semi-communist, probably not full communist, we're saving that for New York, but semi-communist programs, and we're closing them up. We're not closing up Republican programs because we think they work. So the Democrats are getting killed, but they're not telling the people about that. I say it, nobody, well, I haven't said it probably as bluntly as I just said it, but so we are closing up Democrat programs that we think that we disagree with, and they're never going to open again.
Yep, you heard that right. He's prepared to let people starve. And for what? What, is this just some big plot to make it about Republicans versus Democrats instead of the power versus the people? When he says we're cutting Democratic programs and we're never going to bring them back, what do you think he's talking about? When he says he's cutting socialist programs and semi-communist programs, what do you think he means? We're keeping all the Republican programs because they're so good. Meanwhile, this is the Republican shit he's talking about.
Already tell that this narrative is about how we're all about the wealthy.
We can save health care for millions of Americans if we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $10 million. Yes or no?
No. Those appear to have it. Those do have it.
We can help parents be able to take their kids to the doctor. We can keep seniors in their nursing homes if we strip out tax giveaways for individuals making more than $100 million a year.
Nay. No. Those appear to have it.
People are going to die when 17 million people lose their health care. And for what? To give an average $250,000 tax cut to the wealthiest families. This amendment would just say no tax cuts for people making over $500 million.
All opposed, no. Then those appear to have it.
So my amendment is really simple. People making $1 billion.
All opposed, no. Then those appear to have it. Then those do have it. Motion's not agreed to.
For real? Get the fuck out of here. I guess it's just too much to keep the citizens fed when there are bored billionaires to please, right? And all his little minions screaming pro-life. Like, how are you pro-life when you hate everyone? When you hate others existing around you? Comfortable, fed, warm, clothed, safe. And somehow, if you contribute to that, it like disturbs your soul. And I really genuinely do not understand. Like, you noticed he used all the trigger words instead of just saying what he's actually doing, which is actually just killing the power and the will of the people. Because why would you look up if you still think this is about left versus right? I would say this is the beginning of a really dark era in American history, but I guess we knew that last year, huh? But anyway.
I feel like nobody is being truthfully real how this government shutdown is affecting people. Mind you, like a lot of my friends, they work in government, so and I'm talking, they have high ranks of government with security clearances making $100,000, $200,000 a year. I'm seeing them do DoorDash right now. I'm seeing them go have to pick up serving jobs. Nothing against those type of job fields whatsoever. I just feel like this government shutdown has truly been a lot more taxing on people and a lot more impactful than people think, and it's just not getting the light that it should be. A lot of people don't.
So this is day 24. Actually, this is day 25. Nothing's happening, guys. Nothing's happening. Everything still remains the same. So 2 more days would determine if people are going to get absolutely nothing this next month, the month of November. They said that they were giving it to the 27th, even though that they were trying to meet the 20th to the 24th to get the government back reopened. As of right now, Friday, October 24th, 2025, there's not an ending in sight, guys. So this is the time to actually brace yourself. You know, I'm not saying that people knew this was coming, but you should always be prepared for catastrophic events to come. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever, especially being that today is Friday. Sunday would be the 27th. I highly doubt it if the government is going to be open on Sunday, if they're going to reopen it on Sunday. Crimes is going to go through the roof. Robberies is going to go through the roof. People out in the street hustling, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to go through the roof. Arrests, it's going to go through the roof. There is no way a mother or a father is going to sit back and just look at their children starve. I watched a video the other day. A mother fed 5 of her children in the car off of one $5 meal. 5 children in the car off of a $5 meal. This stuff that y'all seeing is real. Please, if you don't do nothing else this weekend, man, the heck with trying to go to the club and see what's out there, putting your best little outfit on. It's real. Now, a bunch of you women, I'm not gonna try to comfort y'all. But a lot of y'all looked at us men who made $40,000, $50,000 a year like we wasn't nothing. But I bet a whole bunch of people gonna be running to those men now, telling them how nice they look and how proud they are of them for working so hard every day. There's gonna be a whole lot of thirsty people out here, man. And like I said, this ain't to come at nobody, but this is the reality, guys. You gotta really think. Somebody who's been getting assistance for all these years, you knew it was gonna come to an end. And I'm not saying that it's not gonna come back. It could very well come back Sunday or Monday. All they gotta do is just press the button and just reopen the government. But when they do reopen it, if they do reopen it, let this be a lesson to everybody. Because even though the ones who don't get food stamps, this is still going to affect us because the food prices is going to soar through the roof. You know how much food they're going to have to throw away in those grocery stores? How much vegetables that's going to be outdated? They're going to be marking that nasty, rotten beef down to low prices. A lot of stuff is going to change, man. Prepare yourself because it's going to get worse. Thanks for watching.
Mr. Trump, I'm your supporter, but I gotta ask you this question. What the fuck are you doing giving $40 billion to your buddy in Argentina? And you haven't even given the Americans any money yet.
That's a good question, sir, and I understand your frustration. He went on to say, I got stimulus checks from Obama and Biden and Clinton. I didn't get anything from you. What's going on? And remember, sir, we're in a government shutdown right now. TSA workers, air traffic controllers not getting paid, lines getting longer at the airports. They're even trying to weasel out of paying them back pay when this all gets figured out. But don't worry, he is taking steps to make things better. He started something today that I'm sure is going to improve your life drastically. Yeah, he started demolishing part of the White House. They're doing demolition on the White House to make room for his grand ballroom that he wants to build to the tune of, wait for it, $250 million. Government shutdown is still currently happening, but they're tearing apart the White House, which goes against what he claimed he would do back in July when he said, I won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it, and pays total respect to the existing building, which I am the biggest fan of. Destroying portions of a historic landmark to build some god-awful Mar-a-Lago-esque ballroom for $250 million paid by the American taxpayer. But you don't have a stimulus check, and people who work for the federal government aren't getting paid, and Argentina is getting $40 billion. Is this what you voted for?
Starting next week on Saturday, you'll have a higher likelihood of getting mugged or robbed on the street just walking. If you think I'm joking, I'm not. When people are hungry, they're hungry, and they'll do anything to be fed. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please listen to this video. As we know, the government is shut down. There's a government shutdown that is currently happening and has been happening for quite a while at this point. The government is not funding certain things, and one of those certain things is SNAP, food stamps, EBT. There are 42 million Americans in America right now that are relying on food stamps to survive. Like I said, when people don't have something they need to survive, they will do anything they can to get it. So if you have anything valuable, if you're carrying anything valuable, don't. Keep it locked away, safe. Nobody can get to it other than you or somebody you really trust. I'm not trying to fearmonger. That is genuinely what it has come down to now. The whole government shutdown really fucked up a lot of things, and it's going to continue to fuck up a lot more things other than just this in the future if it continues. If you got to this point of the video, share this video with everybody you know. That way they are also protected. I would recommend that you donate as much as you possibly can if you have a lot to like any food donation place. People will be needing it. If you have a lot of it, they will be needing it a lot more than you. Don't be greedy. Share with everybody and try to seriously stay safe.
Listen to me and listen to me good. I don't feel bad for nobody that got $800 or $600 last month in food stamps, and this month is going to get on the internet and beg the internet to buy them food.
Do you know that working class Americans aren't even spending that much on groceries? So respectfully, I mean, I'm not going against you in your food stamp saga because I had food stamps and they were wonderful. They were a blessing. They are a blessing. But I don't understand where we're going with this. The working class Americans that go to work from 16 hours to 8 hours a day are not spending $600 a month on food. The government gives you $600 to $800 a month on food. I don't give a fuck how big your family is. Because there's families out there that are feeding their whole families with less. There are families out there that don't receive anything. And they're making sure that their family has balanced fucking meals. You know what it is? Your priorities are fucked up. You guys are outside buying crab legs and fucking lobsters and shrimp when you fucking need to be at the meat market buying a fucking half a cow. You need to be nobody's buying the big giant bags of rice anymore. Nobody's buying the big giant bags of flour. These bitches don't even know how to cook anything but chicken Alfredo. It's not Donnie and them's fault. Now, for the people that really are using their food stamps as a leg up because they're struggling, they're going through something right now, I'm talking about you motherfuckers that have been on food stamps for the last 20 years, the last 10 years. There's no way that you've been on food stamps for 10 years. There's no way. You haven't had a break in between, you haven't gone to work, and especially if you don't get a Social Security check. So you have no excuse. It's not even that you're disabled. So let me be clear. I'm excluding the disabled people from this conversation and the people that fell on hard times and are down on their luck and just need a hands up. Not the motherfuckers that have been down on their luck for centuries, okay? There's no way that you got $800 last month in food stamps and you're worried about the government shutdown this month. Your kids ate fucking nothing but red 40 and yellow 5. What did you cook? Because there's no way. Let me tell you guys what my grocery budget is. My grocery budget when I don't receive food stamps is literally $120 a week. It's $120 a week. And sometimes, do you know what I buy? I buy rice. I buy beans. I buy sofrito. I buy saison. I buy lots of perishables. Baked beans, corn, whatever, okay? Boxed macaroni and cheese, regular noodles, sauce. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's why I tell y'all love being a victim.
So I want to get on here and talk about the food stamps and whatnot. And I just want to say, y'all are weird. So you mean to tell me that you don't care if kids, elderly, disabled, anywhere in that, contention, you don't care if they eat? All because you're saying, well, because I don't get stamps, then I feel like nobody should. Yeah, I do know people that work and people who are married get food stamps. I know a couple right now that's married that gets food stamps. And they both work. They just don't make enough. Should their kids suffer for that? No, they shouldn't. And all I can do is I really can just applaud the government because the government has really turned everybody against each other. Like, I really think that's insane. During the government shutdown, we the people do not get anything, but the government still gets paid. Y'all going to work for free and the government is getting paid. I want y'all to keep thinking about that. Keep. And another thing I don't get about this country is y'all say y'all want better for the country, but I haven't seen it. Oh, and any of y'all that get food stamps, if you see any of your friends, family, cheering about this, keep that in mind. I'm telling you, because them are the same people that I see on Facebook or on Snap asking, can they buy people stamps?
This is going to be such an unpopular opinion. I understand, but it needs to be said. I understand the Democrats' whole strategy. I understand what they're trying to stand for, healthcare, subsidy, and all those things. But a lot of people that are on those things, they didn't even vote. A lot of people that are on those things, they don't even understand. One thing I've learned in life, and one thing the elders always told me, a hard head makes a soft behind. Other people should not be suffering because of other people lack of want to understand certain things, right? If this bill, this CR is truly horrendous, and what we have seen and what we have read and researched, and guess what? If the people do not understand it, then you have to allow them to understand. You have to say, we tried to tell y'all, but guess what? We're going to let you guys see in the end. That's the only way you're going to get people on the other side as well to understand the severity. Because guess what? It's not just everybody. Everybody has healthcare. Everybody uses WIC. Everybody uses SNAP. The hillbillies, the well-off, people with babies, the left, the right. Everybody uses the government assistance. It's not just one side or the other. So guess what? Open the government back up. There's people like me that work in the government. There's people like my wife that work in the government. There's people like me that have different money moving around in the government. And we're suffering. We didn't ask to suffer. People voted a certain way to prevent certain things. We shouldn't be suffering for it. We shouldn't be suffering for everybody else's mistakes. Like I said, I know y'all not going to like it. I understand and I get it. But guess what? At the end of the day, we've done all we can do. We prayed all we could pray, and guess what? You have to open this stuff back up. Because the longer that you allow this to go on, there's more people that are going to suffer in the end. It's suffering on both sides. So who should suffer more? The people that didn't even want to understand how this stuff works, the people that just be in the hood and not trying to be knowledgeable, especially my hood. They don't give a damn about none of this stuff. Or the people that knew what was going on, did the best they could, and now we're suffering.
So I just received an email from my food stamp benefits saying that if the government shutdown lasts longer than this month, I will not be receiving any benefits next month. And it's like, this month is kind of already done with, so I don't really see the government opening back up before October's over. What I get paid equals to the amount of what my bills are. Just bills. So that doesn't include diapers and wipes, gas, food. It's just the rent, the water, the electricity, the cable, the internet, my phone bill, and my car insurance. That's the bill. I find myself left struggling to put gas in my car, buy diapers and wipes, and food. Luckily, I have food stamp benefits. So if I don't receive my food stamp benefits next month, it's like, and it's not like I'm like sitting around being lazy just collecting help from the government. I work full-time. It's just everything's increasing except my pay rate. There's a lot of people that are in my situation that work full-time and still cannot afford to buy food because your paychecks literally cover just bills. So me seeing that email on my phone just now kind of like blew my whole evening because I wasn't really believing the rumors. I don't really follow the news and all that. I mean, us moms always figure it out. We're always going to find a way. But it is kind of stressful, like having to now think about how I'm going to buy food next month. Plus all my bills that I can barely afford anyways.
This government shutdown right now feels different. So I was in the military for the first and second government shutdown. Back then, when the government shut down, they back paid us for all the time that we worked and lost wages. For that third shutdown, they said you can take a loan out, help your family do what you need to do. This shutdown is going to hurt, all right? I was on Facebook today. I saw a girl talk about food stamps. We all know food stamps have been stopped for November and right now, the foreseeable future. But she also said child support. Her child support debit card got denied today when she went to get gas because they stopped that as well. They stopped food stamps and child support. We are fried. Fried. Now listen, they didn't stop taking child support. They stopped paying child support out, meaning a lot of people about to go without this month, next month, and for however long. Things are about to get sticky, all right? No food stamps, no caps, no WICs, no child support, no government funding. Things are about to get sticky for a lot of people. If you have never had compassion for somebody in your life, now would probably be the time to find it. That mom of three who used food stamps, caps, whatever, not about to eat. That mom who relied on that little bit of child support to come in, done for. And the crazy part is, it's around the holidays. The holidays when people are at home the most. Kids are going to be out of school here soon. All right, Thanksgiving coming up. They're going to be out for that whole week. For those kids who only ate at school, think about that. All right, think about that. For those kids who are home during the whole Christmas break, That's like 2-3 weeks with probably nothing to eat. Think about that. If you have never had compassion for somebody in your life before, now is the time, because things are about to get sticky for a lot of people and you might not even know it. Think about all of that. Cue the recession.
Let's just be real here. The government don't even know what's going on. The government doesn't know how long this shutdown will last. And they also don't know if the EBT cards are going to work after November. So if you have stored benefits on there, the cards are federal, so they may not work. But do your research, check what state you're in. But I would not trust them cards, and I don't trust them. So, with all that being said, the young man said that this government shutdown feels different, and I kind of agree with him. This kind of feels like the end of programs. The first two did not feel like this. This feels like a reboot. Like they want to restructure the way things are ran, and maybe it will be for the better. But for right now, I know it's hard on a lot of people, and it's going to be hard for a lot of people. Check these videos out below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know